With so many people moving to the Triangle, a lot of transplants, it's rare to see something like this, a street where it's some of the same families who have called this place home for 50 or 60 years. It's something they hope that they could pass along to their kids and grandkids, but now they worry whether they can even afford to stay here. The more things change.
This is the street I grew up on. It was dirt. We rode our bikes.
The more they stay the same.
Even though we're grown now, we still call ourselves the Rencher Street kids.
Beverly Walton can tell her life story on Rencher Street.
I'm 66 years old, so I've been there for 66 years.
From growing up,
I was raised in the house at the beginning of the street.
falling in love,
Then I married my husband, who lived in the fourth house on the right.
and building a family legacy of her own.
When my parents died, my mom left me a home, and my 3 children a home, and my oldest grandchild a home.
But in the home she built, her last tax bill was more than $1,500. She says living on Social Security, she doesn't know if she can afford it.
If I pay my taxes, then I probably won't eat for a month, or I won't buy my medicine for a month. You can see the outside of the old house, the old part of the house right there.
What's more frustrating is she believes her home is being assessed too high, even when she hasn't made any renovations to the house.
But there are houses right down the street that are 2 stories that are twice as big as my house, and their taxes are not as high as my house. How is that?
She's not wrong to wonder. Turns out there is a discrepancy in just a few mile span. This is Beverly's house, assessed at $255,000 from the Orange County tax assessor. Just 2.5 miles away, a newer home was assessed 3 times as much, almost $675,000. But because the newer home was assessed at a lower rate than its actual market value, Beverly is paying about $88 more in taxes per $100,000 worth of property value. That means even though her house may be worth less, her tax burden is more.
I feel that nobody cares.
And she says other homeowners in her historically black neighborhood in Hillsborough are seeing the same thing.
It's gotten to the point where you wonder, are you just trying to price me out?
Overall, across the Triangle, when you combine Wake County, Durham County, and Orange County, analysis from the ABC 11 data team found, on average, a $9 difference in property tax paid per $100,000 worth of home value in majority non-white neighborhoods versus all other neighborhoods. Which might not sound like much, but keep in mind the average home price in non-white neighborhoods is $200,000 less than majority white neighborhoods, meaning higher bills on a lower average income.
But for the average citizen who's grew up here, whose family's here, this is devastating. They're losing homes.
On its website, the Orange County tax assessor says its assessments are based on countywide market data to show the full market value and promises fairness and equity in its valuation process. But local advocates feel more can be done to look at the bigger picture.
We know that there's a need for revenue that comes from property taxes. We know that we're in a growing space, but there's actually tools that can be done so that these neighborhoods aren't the ones who are bearing the brunt of that growth.
But back on Rencher Street, as long as Beverly's around, some traditions will continue, even when things get tough.
I guess I'll scrape and scramble and pay those taxes because I'm not losing my home. Orange County will not put me out.